Everything's ready. Let's go! Good eye.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
Go! Time to go!
Look at me. Just once more.
Take it! Go on. You have my approval.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep Oh,
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission.
makes sense. She's a super...
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for... I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, though the Yashiro... a commission's traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh...
See, milady, it's just...
No, please! Wait! I will introduce you to the right...
What are your
They pertain to 3...
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the vision...
Correct. Please do all you can to help...
I'm sure...
Ad Astra.
Let's see.
Why are you doing this?
Precisely. It's much too... The children are desperate for you to take...
That must be the guy Ayaka told.
Ah, you must also be here to... Teijima has protected this place, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that... But now, all of us, we will
If you want my opinion, it's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Teijima.
Me? It's true. And what made me want to come here 30 years? I don't have answers to those questions. In the past, I knew...
Okay. Well, but if you can't...
Oh, that reminds me.
I keep a diary? If you...
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more...
Perfect! So
If you don't mind, we...
This looks like Teijima. Let's see what today, the villagers and I... Today, I went kite flying. Seems like you're Huh? I went to pray at the shrine. Now that's the kind of info... So this is the Omamori interesting. Looking at the color and the... But anyway, if he... Looks like it's been disturbed. Must be something pretty amazing if it made it... It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? But he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go give Tej...
Well, I'll be... Still, it's clear that I was waiting for... Over the years, I must have... How could I have forgotten something? Love? Regret? everything I felt for her. No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think... Although, when I think about it like that, how I shall
Tejima seems to be... Seems it's just like That's certainly... At least we were... According to Miss Kamisato, They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining... But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one...
The entire clan is counting on... How many times do I have to say it? I don't...
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion.
I see. You seem to have come just... This is Kurosawa. He's just... In the past, he's keeping the...
No one seems to... It's no wonder all the vision...
This must be one of the people Maybe we should talk to Kurt.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's true. My own family can barely get by as it... That's the first bit of truth I've heard of.
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain things. And it's not just that.
Does it have to do with the missing...
I didn't take any. Like I said. To top it all off, my house was just raided by If you don't believe...
But we better confirm... We should be able...
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen... Today's just... You demand!
These seem like the treasure hoard...
Another test subject.
Hi!
You're open!
Shower me with praise! Strike.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoard? Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you...
Food supplies. I didn't want anyone else but now that you've caught...
You've got a deal. Now...
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here, but I...
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the... We better talk to them. As for you guys, you're free to go.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some...
Shut it.
What's wrong? Are you in danger?
visions!
Welcome to... or perhaps... Ah, so your friend...
Whoa! How did Kurosawa and...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come... However, the...
So that's how he was getting the... But why did he have to purchase a...
Well, if you think about... Kurosawa thought that... So he deemed it...
Wow. And no one ever...
People's attitude... if you ask me, of course, I'm sure. As for why, if you're still curious... I see. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before... Information is also a kind... Don't worry. I won't charge much.
At least we now know where the emergency... Let's go talk to Kuros... what are you doing?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarder?
That just about sums it up.
Strange. I don't really have any such Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for... But I cannot deny that when I brandished this sword was once wielded. I remember once when I was young. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important... All I can remember and said...
Hey! Can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words taking on seemingly endless... But what use of... The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the irony of all of it is... I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my I'm incapable of being a good person. Yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to In any case, we must never let... Yeah. See, fortunately for us, let's go find the... The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword. Hyman heard that this is his doing.
Nanako, don't worry. Since they were those thugs that challenged the...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass... Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Shh. So you decided to come. Just now, when Nanako was when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept calling. One of them was Anzai. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Please,
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
How did... Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? Unless...
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You see...
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the
Sure sounds...
Because until he arrived, I was convinced of all the disciples. Domon's arrival. Later, I heard that he sparred with... After that, So, I decided to quietly... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please, try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me,
That won't be necessary. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo-shi's sweet art, will do our best to help you.
Sure. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able... Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Domon has
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry.
But...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself, unable to cope with the tremendous as one who is thrown into... As for what has triggered...
Stripped of his...
Your school practices, stillness of mind, freedom... There was once... Then, what a...
Lady Yai,
It requires one to take their sword. Only a deep commitment to... When that ambition disappeared, he began... Much...
Poor Sensei. To think he's...
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai. You're here.
You're right to his... It's been so... I don't think Now I know, but that is no...
But what if one day I put every... If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will... I want to keep going until the day...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually...
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition, so... Just... You are not in the same...
I'm sorry to have made... I no longer have the resolve, but as your sensei, I shall commit to This is my promise. And I humbly ask Ansai, my senior...
You can count on that. But well...
So even though his ambition was taken...
Traveler, a moment, please.
Wind that blows from afar. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lydia, she seems super mysterious. We can come back to it another... Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? No.
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks.
Yeah, Ayaka.
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you...
Wait a second.
Oh. Paimon, you were most entertaining.
Oh, okay then.
Thank you both. Back to the matter at hand. Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of thunders roar, but I believe that surely you understand what... It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate... You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were...
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd place my trust in the right person after... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremony.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted...
Makes sense.
In any case... The almighty... She inspired... It was her own... The issue is that, after all, because of this...
How can they be...
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there was also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Meant to say a little, but I do want... Of course, they invariably... It almost make...
Ooh, Paimon has a question.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that...
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing...
You're telling Pai...
Don't underestimate the talents. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who is providing us with
Darn! So they've...
Yes. Exactly. I feel this... By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks